Welcome champions, I'm Joshino, and today we're going to be breaking down the reveal of Atlas, the new time-traveling champion in the realm. And this reveal was rather epic, and honestly, this champion is shaping up to be somewhat of a badass. Honestly, from the first look, he's like a ultramarine Terminator really, so yeah, pretty gnarly. Anyway, let's jump into what has been revealed. With all of that theory crafting and spicy speculation behind us, we can now see Atlas, titled The Man Out of Time. So they've said there's no light in the future, only an all-consuming darkness, the realm is lost. And what we could see in this dark future that has been overrun by almost alien-esque from the film Alien, like creatures that are basically popping out of everywhere. And also, I mean, they haven't said exactly whether this is the abyssal darkness, but the darkness itself. So the future is pretty much overrun, and Atlas has decided to go back in time to try and stop the darkness from ever encroaching in the first place. They also gave us a little bit of background. Atlas was born into the dark future as the son of a legendary judge. Each day he fought to survive, and each night he found solace in stories of the realm that was. Those stories gave realmkind hope, but their final stand against the darkness failed tragically. All hope was lost but one. So there's this sort of like resistance trying to fight against this darkness that's going around them, and people are living in this sort of chaotic wasteland, I guess, with crazy chaotic creatures in the background. We also saw some card art. One of them is Atlas holding onto a wall looking at these sort of bristle creatures coming through the sky and these portals, and also a picture of Atlas as a baby. I mean, the picture is titled Atlas, so it's likely going to be the baby, not the two other people in there, the parents. And a lot of people were theory crafting the parents were Lex and Kinessa, although I'm not sure about the Kinessa part, but the guy does look a lot like Lex, and with them saying that he's a son of a legendary judge, I mean, Lex does definitely judge people and is literally named Lex, which means the law, in Latin. They also said Atlas studied old books of crystal magic and mastered the control of time. He researched old tales of what started all this, of how the world had fallen, and then obviously stepping into the past, determined to save the realm and stop the darkness by changing the course of history. So Atlas' kit will also be reflected, controlling time in every ability. He can summon a wall that slows time for enemy bullets and arrows or whatever projectiles are coming through, which actually does sound rather cool. We don't have anything like that in the game just yet. He can also rewind time for himself and for opponents. And with his ultimate, Atlas can even banish his foes from the space-time continuum. Be sure to let me know your spicy speculation before the full update notes tomorrow on what those abilities will be. They've also talked about his main weapon, his gun arm, and this is really different. So a lot of champions have 2 fire modes. Well, Atlas has like 4 fire modes. And how you control these is by having a different length of charge on each of your shots. So you can either have a precise single shot, almost like a sniper blast, or a close range burst of energy. So he's going to be quite an adaptable champion, which sounds rather epic actually. One will definitely be very fun to check out. They've also shown off this weapon in a few of the card arts as well. It's kind of more futuristic-y. It does look like it's less of a meld with sci-fi and fantasy, just more sci-fi. It almost looks like a bolt gun in all honesty, but a much chunkier one. That's the Warhammer 40k Space Marine weapon, the bolt rifle. And this patch is coming out in March, which will be titled The Future's End, which I guess is hinting at the fact that the future is going to end, that Atlas comes from. I mean, it does beg the question, what will happen to Atlas after the future is closed? Like, wouldn't Atlas as he is cease to exist? Who knows, that's a problem with time travel. Anyway, there's also other content that they've just shown off, and that is a new battle pass. It's an 8-bit retro gaming themed battle pass. So they've shown off the new mount. It's almost like a Tron style skin set. And I know that a lot of people weren't that happy with the fact there's been quite a few robotic skins in the past few patches. I know that Thunderbrush himself said that he's going to be moving back towards the fantasy stuff very soon in a Q&A, but these ones do look very sci-fi again. They also showed off some of the alternate Omega skins, and with Amani's first real skin, not just like a rework of their default skin, with a robotic dragon and their sort of cool robotic looking self as well. Anyway, that is pretty much it that has been spoiled before Future's End, but there will be more tomorrow, so be sure to tune in again as I break down the patch notes and also every ability for Atlas as they show it off in actual gameplay tomorrow a little bit later on. So it should be around 6-7 o'clock tomorrow UK time. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe for more of my content, and I'll see you all very shortly. Till next time, Joshino.